Wherein lies the rub? In the last few years alone, Chinese film financing companies have contributed billions of dollars to the American film industry, buying large shares and forming partnerships with studios like Sony Pictures, Legendary, and AMC. And in exchange for China's money and access to the audience films can reach in new markets like Beijing, Shanghai, or Shenzhen, film studios have made numerous creative changes for the Chinese market and concessions for its government censors. In Marvel's Doctor Strange, the Ancient One changed from being a Tibetan man to a Celtic woman because China doesn't recognize the sovereignty of Tibet. In Iron Man 3, the Mandarin went from being a Chinese criminal mastermind to a puppet of the real villain, a literal actor named Trevor Slattery. X-Men Days of Future Past took a detour to Hong Kong for an extended sequence with the character Blink, played by Chinese movie star Fan Bingbing. In Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, Chow Yun-fat's character was cut from the Chinese release because the government won't allow Chinese people to be shown as pirates. World War Z made sweeping changes to the plot from its source material, including changing the source of the zombie outbreak from China to Russia. Everybody hates the Russians though, so that's okay, right? It's also still okay to hate North Koreans who don't go to the movies, so the remake of Red Dawn actually spent millions of dollars swapping out Chinese military flags and uniforms for a North Korean army in post-production. That is, after the movie had already been shot. Even Independence Day Resurgence, which kind of seems like it would be the most American movie of all time, featured an appearance from the Chinese actress Angela Baby and a ton of product placement. But no film I can think of has been more blatant about incorporating Chinese propaganda than Transformers: Age of Extinction. Apart from taking the plot to China for no apparent reason whatsoever, the film features dozens of instances of Chinese product placement, has an action-packed cameo for famous boxer Zhou Ximing, and presents Communist Party bureaucrats as hyper-competent angels whose heroic actions save the day. Age of Extinction was co-financed by the Chinese company Giaflix Enterprises and the state-run China Movie Channel.